Hey everybody, so we're going to be doing another fitness video, and strangely enough, this fitness video is going to be about resting. Now, when you think fitness, you maybe don't think rest days. I certainly never did when I was first getting into fitness. And then, of course, I was forced to take rest days because my body was just too exhausted from doing a workout the day before. And the reason I'm talking about this at all and actually thinking about it at all is guess what? Right? A video ago, I talked about how I did yoga, and man, it humbled me. And that is still true. Like, I did yoga, and even when I'm still kind of getting a little used to the beginner yoga at this point, like, I don't get nearly as sore as I did that first day that I did yoga. I still need to take rest days. And why are rest days actually important? In fact, if you actually go to fitness challenges, a lot of times the fitness challenges have built-in rest days. And the reason for this is because they know that if you just go 30 straight days with like trying to kill your body, the plank challenge is very notable for this. But they know if you go like 30 straight days of just only doing planks, you are likely to go ahead and injure yourself. And that's why rest days are kind of important, is because it takes time for your body to heal. And sometimes it takes a little bit more time depending on how you've been doing the exercises, or if you're even used to the exercises in the first place. For me, definitely still not used to yoga. Definitely still kills me every time. I'm hoping that I'll get to a point where I actually do get used to yoga, especially since, like, I'm this guy who can lift I can lift some pretty decent weights after all. I ain't like shirking any, like, I ain't doing like any light weights, but certainly, like, I'm not doing the heaviest weights either. But definitely doing yoga, it's forcing my muscles to work in different ways that I'm actually not used to. And so I need a little bit of extra rest days to go ahead and allow my body to recover from the workout that I put into it. So rest days are actually really important, a really important part of fitness. And a lot of people think that rest days are like, oh, I'm just going to do nothing. I'm just going to veg out on the couch. The thing is even though you're resting, I find that if you do a little bit of like light activity like stretching or even jumping jacks, or say maybe even taking a walk, like a light walk, I feel a lot better when I do that than say like, oh man, I am sore, so I'm gonna veg out on the couch for 2 days. Like, I stay sore for those 2 days. But strangely enough, if I, like, say do a little light walk, like maybe I don't do that my 3 mile walk, maybe I just do a mile and call it good there. Or maybe I do some jumping jacks and do a little bit of light stretching after that. The thing is that it actually helps, or at least in my personal experience, it helps. I haven't exactly researched this part of it anyway, for my own fitness thing, and that's something I need to do, and something you probably should also do after you watch this video as well, because both of us can kind of learn a little bit of something after this video. But for me, when I do a rest day, I tend to go ahead and still do like a little bit of light activity. I won't do like a workout per se, but I'll do like light activity. And I find that really helps the muscles kind of rebuild and helps the soreness as well. Because not only am I like working out the muscles, but I'm also teaching the muscles like, hey, like, I know I worked you out, but like, you can still do this and it doesn't hurt that bad and it actually feels really good. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but like, oh man, that pain feels so good. Like when you've been stretching or when you've helped someone else stretch, they'll be like, oh, it hurts, but it feels so good. And it really is kind of a weird feeling. Like, definitely when I first started weightlifting, and if I would do an arm day, I'd need to take a break from an arm day, and I need to do a leg day, then I need to take 2 days of resting on leg days, because of course your legs never stop working out even after you've done a workout, because you gotta get home, or you've got to walk, or you've got to do stuff like that. So obviously, it does take a little bit longer to heal from leg days than arm days. That's just because you use your legs more than your arms, generally. I don't know many other people who use their legs less than their arms that are healthy, functioning adults. So when I first started weightlifting, I had to take regular rest days. Like, I would do arm days 2 times a week, and then I do a leg day once a week, and then I would do a cardio, like a little bit of light cardio for my 4th day of working out, and then I'd have 3 days of rest. Now, sometimes I split these days of rest up so that I just didn't get lazy and didn't get to the point where I'm like, oh, well, I can rest an extra day and I can just do more tomorrow, because that's kind of the trap that I know a lot of people get in. Um, so now I have to take maybe like less rest days when I do weightlifting, or less rest days when I do my 3 mile walks. But for yoga, oh man, I do a yoga workout and then I take 2 rest days. Like that's just my life right now. Is if I do a yoga workout, then I take 2 rest days, because I'm still trying to build the muscle and teach the muscle how it should work during yoga. And obviously muscles are tearing and they're rebuilding. Again, this is why rest days are important, because it gives time for your muscles to heal without having to kind of go through the workout again. And I actually, strangely enough, I always come out stronger after my rest days than if I just worked out straight through my rest days. And that's definitely something I learned during weightlifting, and it is something I am learning at yoga. Because I've done about 4 of the beginner yoga sessions at this point. And first day killed me. Second day, it killed me still, but it was a little less death on my body. Third day, okay, maybe I'm kind of getting used to this. And fourth day, I'm like, okay, well, like, I think I'm getting beginner down. Maybe it's time to go, up a little bit of a level. I don't think I will yet. I think I'll stick with beginner until I get to the point where, like, it doesn't make my muscles super sore to do it anymore. Yeah, so my advice for you, if you are doing fitness, are trying to get like that workout in, or if you're starting a brand new fitness challenge that you saw. By the way, if you guys have any fitness challenges you ever want me to try, like say the plank challenge or stuff like that, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I'll leave a review for it and let you know how I felt about it and how I would rate it, as far as like say just working out in general and stuff like that. Take rest days. Even if the fitness challenge doesn't have rest days built into it, almost nearly all of them do, however. But if there is no rest days built into, like, say, your 30-day fitness challenge, build them in yourself, because you certainly will need them, and it'll actually make the fitness challenge a little bit more enjoyable. Might take a little bit longer, sure. Like, say, if you're doing a 30-day ab challenge and there's no rest days between doing sit-ups and wall sits and stuff like that, just put it in. Sure, it might change it from a 30-day ab challenge to, like, say, a 35-day ab challenge, but I guarantee you'll start seeing better results and you will feel a little bit better about doing the fitness challenge as well. The important thing about rest days, however, is don't let them become lazy days, because there's a difference between a rest day and a lazy day. And sure, even as like into fitness as I am now, I definitely still have lazy days. Like, I'll have days that I'll get out of bed and I'll be like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm binging Netflix today. And that's fine. Every so often you need a lazy day. But just don't let those lazy days continue too long. If you need 1 or 2, sure, go right ahead. It also can be considered your rest day. But if it goes beyond that, then you definitely might want to consider getting back to it. But that's going to be it for this video. Let me know if you take rest days while you're doing your workout. Let me know how you think rest days have handled or have actually helped you in your own fitness activities, because that's kind of what I was talking about here. And let me know if you recommend rest days, or if you think that you're one of those people who are like, no, must work out 365 days out of the year. So let me know. And then, as always, if you have any fitness challenges that you think I should give a try and go ahead and kind of review, leave that in the comment section. But that's going to be it. We will definitely see you guys later, and goodbye.